Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping. As a learning experience, what are the things where you're like, these are my words for it, so you can tweak this however you want, but what are the things where you're like, yep, that was a good idea. Nope, that was a terrible idea. And then somewhere in between where it's like, I don't regret that, but I will never do it again sort of stuff. You got like on that spectrum, what were some lessons?
Are you talking about that specific event or overall?
Just let's go multi-location. Let's go multi-location specifically. Any like do's or don'ts, or yeah, there's a good lesson to be learned, and so do it if you want to do it, but here's what I learned from it.
I think the biggest thing that I learned is having the right people, because again, I was very young and very naive. The only real job that I had prior to starting that was concrete. So like I had never been in any situation like that to even understand who would be a good fit for that. So I would say the biggest lesson was probably people in general. Not saying that, again, the specific person we had was a bad fit, but there's definitely people that are qualified to do different things at different times.
Well, it's super tough too if they get deployed and they're like, oh shoot.
Yes.
Like you may have been the guy, but now neither one of us has a choice. Like you going, you got to go do your thing.
For sure. And that obviously played into it. But that was one thing. And then I personally, I think that trying to grow as fast as possible isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can definitely burn you. But at the same time, we don't know how long we have. And even if we have, 80 years, it's still limited, right? So and I'm also about like achievement and or trying to do bigger things. So the faster you can do those things, the better, even if you fall on your face a couple times, because it's going to happen either way.
I think one thing I have found to tap onto that is that slowly changes as you get older too, because when you're in your low 20s, you have so much time to like learn a lesson, recover, like your runway is so long. And now I'm like pushing 40, and my risk aversion, not intentionally, but unintentionally, I find that my risk aversion is slowly creeping up. And not like there's plenty of time for me to start new stuff and do stupid things, but I'm also like, maybe I don't crave the failure as much or something like that. I don't know the right way to put it, but I dig what you're saying. I'm totally aligned, and I'm observing in myself that I don't think I'm at that same level anymore. I don't think I'm there anymore. And maybe it goes back to like when I look at somebody like Tommy Mello and I'm just like, damn, I'm jealous. Like I'm a little jealous of that mentality and that mindset. Because I'm like, yeah, I got 3 kids to take care of, and we're going to Disney this week, and then we got to do this thing, and then we got that thing, and then we got kiddo sports every night and all that stuff. It's funny how like the priorities shift a little bit.
For sure. And
not good or bad.
No, but that is like one thing with kids. Obviously, like once you have kids, they rely on you. So if you were to quote unquote fail and or learn, it could hurt and affect.
Let's be serious. My kids rely on their mom. I'm just the dude for the fun. Like if they want to have fun, hit up dad. If they're looking to like for food or water or something useful to them, there's probably like or clean clothes. There's things that mom does that dad's not as on top of.
Fair enough.
I probably cook more in my house. It's probably 50-50. Hey, home service heroes, thank you guys so much for tuning into our home service happy hour content today. I sure hope you learned a little something, and I sure as heck hope that it was entertaining. If you did find it fun and entertaining, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more cool, fun, entertaining business content. And speaking of which, stay tuned. There's a little more here and a little more right here. Check it out.